Welcome from Vienna. Today I wanted to talk about stage fright. It's not a funny topic for most of us, as we don't like to feel stress, as we don't like the butterflies in the stomach, as we don't like the sweat and the shaky hands. But it is important to know that there is something to do about it, and that it's not so uncommon as we think. We often think that we are the only ones who are blessed with this enormous feeling, but we are not. So stay with me today to find out how, in 3 quick techniques, you can deal with your stress before any public appearance, before any meeting, before any presentation. To learn what are 3 simple things that you can do on a daily basis, every day by yourself, to get rid or simply tame your stage fright. You are really not the only one who experienced stage fright. I bet if you ask any actor, any performer, any star, any celebrity, if they still have stage fright, if they feel stressed before any public appearance, they will say yes. Because this is how we are wired. This is our brain, our amygdala telling us, it's danger. Do something about it. And luckily enough, our brain developed and helps us control the primitive impulses coming from amygdala and decide what we can do about those impulses. If we should fight or flight, if we should actually use the stress for our good, or if we should run away. And the more we know about how we are, in which situation we are, the better we can react on these impulses, and the better we can deal with stress and manage it. You should forget about being completely calm. You should forget about perfect bliss before any presentation, because it won't happen. Brain will always send you impulses, will always ask you to take any actions. You will always feel it's slightly danger, the adrenaline rush before any appearance, because this is how we are. This is the way we are wired. But stress is in your head. It's nowhere else but in your brain, in your head. It's not outside, it's not coming from other people. Nobody creates stress, but it's here in your brain. And here in your brain, you can do a couple of tricks to get rid of it, to tame it, to reduce it, or to use it in the best way. Stress can be used either to fight and win it, or flight, escape, and lose it. So use your energy of stress wisely. And in these 3 techniques, my favorite ones, you will learn how to make some use out of stress, how to actually make you going. Let's go. There are only 3. 3 favorites, my personal favorites. There are more, of course, if you want to go deeper into the subject. But today, I will give you 3 most powerful, my favorite tips how you should deal with stress. What can you do about your stage fright? Ready? Go on. First one is breathing. Really deep breathing. Because when we are stressed, we usually lose our breath. We usually breathe very shallow and very short, which makes us sound very badly, and which makes our brain not oxygenated enough. So it blurs our thinking. So when you want to get back into control of your body, into control of your body responses on stress, the first step is start to breathe. Force yourself to breathe calmly. Breathe long, deep breaths. You can put your hands on your chest here to feel your diaphragm and expand. And a couple of these deep breaths 100% guarantee that you will feel a little bit of relief. It won't get rid of the stress completely, but you will feel lighter. You will get more oxygen in your blood. Your brain is going to work better. You're going to sound better because your lungs will have enough air to make you sound better. Not like just very quiet and unsure and secure, but get this deep breath and get this deep voice, deep confident voice. Breathing anytime helps 100%. And it's super easy to execute, super easy. This is the more important and more complicated one. Focus on your goal. The goal of your presentation is really a great motivator to do it right, and to forget about how you do it, what words you should use, what phrases. Focus on what you want people to feel, to do, to behave like when you finish your presentation. Do you want to give them some information? Do you want them to know something? Do you want to make them to make a decision? Do you want them to support something? Laugh, cry? What is it? What is the aim of your performance? What is the aim of your speech, of your presentation? Focus on that and go for it directly, without thinking what is going to go wrong, how I'm going to say it, without focusing on your scripts, on detail writing, how you are going to get there. Focus on your goal and get there. Because every time you do something wrong, you fail something, you make a mistake, if you rely only on your scripts, only on how you're going to say, how you're going to make it, you will fail fully. But if you're focusing on what you want to get in the end, you can always stand up, clean it up, and move forward. Because your goal is now the most important thing, and your goal is where you want to be. So get there. Focus on what you want to achieve. Focus on your goals for the presentation. It's a mindset technique. You need to spend some time to really filter out what you want to have sometimes, but it's totally worth it. And it really works great if you have an important meeting, important presentation, important performance, to think how you want the people feel in the end. What do you want them to do in the end? And focusing on that. Amazing motivator, amazing help if you don't feel secure, if you don't feel confident about what you're doing, why you're doing. Find your best communicator mode is the third one, and the one that's going to make you feel home. The one that's going to make you feel secure and confident. I bet for most of you, you feel better in a conversational mode, like one-on-one, and not necessarily being in a spotlight of a presentation. So for you, it's probably easier to make a presentation more like conversation. Involve your audience, get their questions, answer their questions, make it more interactive, make it more like a conversation. If you are feeling great in the spotlight, like I feel very good being a presenter, and I'm not especially good at small talks. So as a presenter, I'm usually quite confident, and I control the whole environment. I control the audience. And if you are also in the same group, you probably would like to entertain your group, make them follow you, make them listen to you, make them interested in what you're saying. So make sure that what you are saying is as interesting, as attractive as possible, and control the situation. You control if they can ask questions, you control if they can interact. The most important thing in any case, whatever you're doing, whatever situation, whatever mode you're trying to achieve, is that you are in the control of it. Make sure it's as close to what you want to achieve as possible and work toward it. For conversation, involve audience. It will really take a lot of pressure out of you when you can talk with audience, can make it really a conversation and exchange ideas instead of focusing on what's on my paper, what's in my script. Talk to them. And if you like to be in the spotlight, get the spotlight, get the attention. Soak in it and enjoy it. It can be really fun. Whatever your mode is, ask yourself, find it, and use it. 3 things: breathe, goals, mode. Use it, try it out, and let me know if it works for you. Good luck, and now think of something nice and go for it. Go for your next presentation. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.